Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another game of the Forgotten Classics series. Today we have a 1v1. Playing is Gummibaer in the green. He is playing as the Franks, and he is facing off against Food Please today, who is playing in the teal, and his civilization is the Turks, as Gummibaer is just finding, Food Please is just finding some sheep. You note that the players don't have a town center. Food Please is building a dock, because we are playing on Nomad today. Nomad is a map where the players start with 3 villagers, but no town centers, so they have to walk around and find the resources. Now, Food Please is looking for a place, for a good spot to place his town center. Maybe here 2 villagers joining together start to build a town center. Let us look at Gummibaer. He is building a dock with 1 villager as well and finding a lot of sheep. Looking good. He found deer, so maybe this would be a suitable spot for a town center if these hills do not prevent it. Here, building it smack in the middle of the map. Not close to any wood line, which is a bit of a problem. Usually players try to place their town center next to a wood line because they don't have the wood for a lumber camp after building the dock and the town center. Looking over at Food Please. Food Please found the town center of Gummibaer and decides to attack the villager that is building the town center, and he's bringing more villagers. Food Please not placing a town center, instead he decides to go aggressive right from the start, and the first villager of Gummibaer is going down. This is dangerous. Gummibaer needs to bring in his extra villager. Where is Gummibaer's villager? Food Please bringing in his 3rd villager. Now 1 villager of Food Please going down. Gummibaer running away with his weak villager. There's 2 full HP villagers left for Food Please, but 1 villager of Gummibaer is severely injured, and I think Gummibaer will lose this fight unless his micro is very good, as he bringing down 1 villager of Food Please and needs to run away. No, losing his own villager. Now this is a fight that Gummibaer cannot take, and Gummibaer loses the villager. This is the game. Gummibaer doesn't have a village anymore. What a crazy, very short game indeed. And Food Please takes this one, waiting for Gummibaer to resign now. Does he not realize that he does not have any villagers left? Food Please's villager starts taking down the town center of Gummibaer, and Gummibaer resigns. What a brutal, quick game. Very unexpected indeed. Luckily, the players decided to go for a rematch, so we will go into the 2nd game in just a moment. Here we are in the 2nd game of Food Please versus Gummibaer that they played on Nomad. Food Please changed the color. He's now playing in the orange. He is playing as the Koreans. He spotted a villager of Gummibaer again and is immediately going for the attack. Will this be another quick game? Gummibaer goes north and Food Please decides to let Gummibaer away, or maybe he didn't spot him as he is moving his other villagers, Koreans. Very good civilization for nomads, as the Korean villagers have an increased line of sight, which comes in very handy at finding these early resources, finding a good place for the town center and the dock. Looking over at Gummibaer playing as the Teutons, so his line of sight is much smaller, and he's struggling a bit to find a good spot for a town center. Found stone and gold, but not any good source of food yet, as he sees the berries. Turning around now, maybe, no, sending undecisive Gummibaer, not knowing where to place it down, placing the town center on the berries. Not a bad spot. Maybe he could have placed it a bit further to the south to be closer to that wood, but he should be alright. Looking over at Food Please. What has he found? Food Please. A very good town center spot, directly between the gold and the wood, so he can mine those resources safely. And 3 boars next to his town center. He should be getting a very strong start if he manages to take these boars without losing a villager. He found some sheep on the way. 1 villager scouting, only building the town center with 1 villager. And now he's bringing in the 2nd villager. Should build the town center at least with 2 villagers, otherwise it will just take too long to get up and your opponent will start to get a lead. Is scouting with sheep now. Still hasn't placed his stock. Maybe should just start placing it now here on the shore, as for a second there was a villager of Gummibaer who has maybe the same idea, wants to place his stock. No, Gummibaer. I think Gummibaer spotted Food Please's villager and wants to get revenge for the last game. No, he's moving back. I don't know what these players are doing. Maybe now Food Please attacking. Gummibaer is getting up his town center with 2 villagers. That's very good. And oh no, now they are fighting. Food Please again attacking Gummibaer, but this time Gummibaer should win this fight. He can just bring in an extra villager from the town center, or maybe lure Food Please into the town center and take down the villager if Food Please doesn't pay attention, which he doesn't now. He should get the attack notification. Oh no, Food Please now loses a villager under the town center of Gummibaer. Very good start for Gummibaer and getting some revenge for the last game. Food Please tries to steal the sheep of Gummibaer at least. Seems he's getting 1. Gummibaer is following the sheep with his sheep. That will not do anything. Should maybe, no. He's letting it get away now. Could have followed it with a villager maybe, but probably not worth the idle time. Instead, just focus on taking the sheep that you have. Food Please now. His town center should be up now as well. Yes. Oh, Food Please is mining gold. That must be a mistake. Probably the villagers just auto-tasked to mining gold and Food Please is not looking. He really needs to look at his town center now and retask these villagers to wood or to the boars. Now luring in a boar, since he doesn't have any sheep underneath his town center. There will be a bit of a hassle to get in this boar. With only 2 villagers. Now a 3rd needs to garrison again, doesn't want to lose villagers. Doesn't have loom, of course, so these villagers go down in very few hits. Could shoot the boar with his town center now. No, that's... Maybe he thinks that's too risky. Doesn't want to kill it, of course, with the town center. Shooting it again. Yeah, the boar giving him a difficult time as he's garrisoning again. Now should be able to shoot it as the boar is attacking. Not attack the weak villager, lucky for Food Please. Now ungarrisoning and taking the boar. So, bit of a bumpy start, but he will get there. Gummibaer having an easier time with taking sheep instead of boar. But now we see the disadvantage of Gummibaer's town center location. He wants to chop wood, but his villager have to walk quite a long distance from the town center to the wood line, as he does not have the wood to place a lumber camp. And because he does not have wood, he also is unable to create any fishing ships at the moment. Looking over at Food Please, his dock. Is his dock up? No, he does not have a dock up. That is a very bad start. If he's trying to play this without a dock, it's probably not gonna work out. Of course, he lost this villager in the east to Food Please's town center, and maybe he just forgot to send an extra villager to build a dock. Very questionable play. He does have enough wood now, so should send a villager. Maybe now this one. Yes, looks like this one. This villager is going north to place a dock. Food Please only on 6 population now. Gummibaer at the same time on 9 population, getting ahead. But I think these are villagers. He doesn't have a fishing ship out yet. Didn't queue it up. I wonder to use this wood for, maybe for building a house. So now sending more villagers to wood, but very inefficient, this lumber enterprise. Speeding up the game slightly, as Nomad usually tends to start quite slowly, taking the last sheep, running out of sheep then, but no problem, he can just move on to berries. More villages being created. Let's look at Food Please. He bring his second boar. Not quite, starting to shoot it now. Now shot it. Very good. And ungarrison's villagers now take the second boar. Now Food Please has got up his dock. Quite late, I must say, as Gummibaer is already out. His first fishing ship out and creating his second now. Food Please being quite a lot behind. Gummibaer 15 population. Food Please only at 10 and housed. Should use this village to build a house, or maybe use, yeah, even using 2 villagers to rush up the extra house to not fall behind further behind Gummibaer. So I'm liking Gummibaer's position for now. Food Please, of course, and Gummibaer being very close to each other. We can see that their town centers, we can see them on the same screen. So I expect a fierce war in the feudal age, probably involving towers. If you place a tower here in the middle between these 2 town centers, you can deny the wood for both players. Both players chopping wood on the same wood line. Gummibaer placing a house wall towards his town center, so his villagers will be safe from a melee attack, but of course a tower could still range them, as Gummibaer now getting up his lumber camp. Finally he has enough wood, and he has 3 fishing boats at the moment, whilst Food Please only has 1. Food Please managed to get up to 15 population. Gummibaer on a solid 22, 7 population lead at this stage of the game. I am not liking the chances of Food Please. Now let's look at the other resources. Of course, wood will not be a problem, even if this wood line will be denied. The players, for example Gummibaer, can chop wood in the north or in the south. He has some extra berries here, some deer that he could take later, even some shorefish. And he has gold very close to his town center. Stone, importantly, quite safe stone that he could take and start a tower fight against Food Please. As Food Please sneaking a villager to the back of Gummibaer's base. Gummibaer cannot spot it. Maybe Food Please wants to lame the resources of Gummibaer. He's laming that gold behind Gummibaer's base. Now lucky for Gummibaer, he has a 6-tile gold mine right next to his town center that Food Please will not be able to lame, but if the game goes on longer, Gummibaer might struggle for gold if he cannot mine this gold. Gummibaer also has an extra stone over there, so in case he runs out of this stone or maybe gets denied by a tower from Food Please, then he can move on to that stone. Food Please himself, some idols underneath his town center. Of course he has this very safe gold, but I cannot see any stone close to his base. That is a problem if the players really go for tower play. He has 2 stones in the north, but I'm not sure if he has found it, as Gummibaer now on 36 population having a massive fishing enterprise. Food Please now also getting out quite some fishing boats. So Gummibaer looks like he just clicked up to the feudal age. Food Please? No, Food Please. Not clicking up yet. Ooh, he's very far behind, 30 population. Housed again. He tries to queue up more villagers. He should just go to the feudal age now, otherwise Gummibaer can attack him with impunity. Gummibaer now noticing the lane of Food Please, placing an outpost to see if any towers are coming up or any attack. Building up barracks, so he wants to go for military. Farming, looking good for Gummibaer as Food Please still not clicking up. This is so risky. It looks like he wants to go for a fast castle, but with Gummibaer being in the feudal age so much earlier, Gummibaer could just start attacking, start building towers and deny all the resources for Food Please. As Food Please just running around, laming another stone. This will be good if the game goes longer, but at the moment it doesn't look like the game will be going on for very long. If just Gummibaer would create any military now. It's not doing so far though. Gummibaer, I think Gummibaer also wants to go for a fast castle, as his resources are almost there, and he just needs to build some feudal age building. Although he's now creating a blacksmith, but he needs a second feudal age building, maybe an archery range, maybe a stable. As he is the students, a stable would be good. He has the wood, just needs to place it. Where is it? Here is a stable, very good. Very good for Gummibaer, as Food Please now getting up a barracks. Still in Dark Age. As Gummibaer can almost click up. Now Food Please arrives to the feudal age, and Gummibaer any moment now, I expect him to click up to the castle age. How do Food Please's resources look like? He doesn't have enough food, that is unfortunate. And he's still heavily fishing. Is he creating? No, not creating any galleys. Gummibaer not creating any warships either, it seems. No, very peacefully fishing. As the first tower is up by Food Please, who built this tower on the wood line, both protecting his own wood line and denying the wood from Gummibaer. Needs to retask these idols, and he's moving in with more villagers. These are just hammering down a blacksmith. I wonder if the sneak villager... Oh! The sneak villager of Food Please building a tower, but Gummibaer of course can see this and rushes in with what, 8 or 9 villagers to push away Food Please, who manages to sneak out again. Place the house here. He is surrounding Gummibaer a bit, but Gummibaer is almost to a castle age. This could be very dangerous now for Food Please. Food Please, he realizes the dangers and places some stone walls and starting to create archers. As the Koreans, it looks like he wants to go for archers instead of knights. Gummibaer cleaning up a ton of knights. How can Food Please defend from this? He's sending in archers to deny more wood from Gummibaer. Excellent attack. Gummibaer could send his knights, but maybe he's a bit distracted. As Food Please placing another tower, aiming to completely surround Gummibaer with his towers. As this wood is denied, this wood is denied by the archers, this wood is denied. Gummibaer is at the moment completely out of wood, but his knights could run in, I believe. The could be a hole here. But between the tower and the town center, he is forced back. His knights, they have the first armor upgrade, so they can resist that arrow fire for a bit. Food please. Food please, still not clicked up to the castle age. Ah, this is so dicey. He's getting up these farms, but if there's one hole, like over here, the knights will be in and they will just devastate Food please. Food please's farming economy. And it's only a matter of time, I fear that Gummibaer will find this hole. He's building a counter tower here. Archers of Food please still surrounding Gummibaer. Yeah, it's looking a bit dicey as well for Gummibaer, but now he establishes a new wood line, so that is a very good move. He must be low on wood, I assume. Yes, he's almost out of wood, so damage, economy damaged quite a bit, but now he's in. He found that hole that Food please didn't find, and the first villager will go down immediately. More villagers going down. Gummibaer even researching forging, so it only takes 4 hits for a knight to kill off a villager. Gummibaer is housed on 65 population. Food please on the other side has only 45 population, so 20 population behind. Still not clicking up to the castle age. I fear for Food please. He's creating spearmen, but he needs a lot more spearmen if he wants to defend against the knights. Now building a market. How is his attack going? Still, his archers here not doing much. Tower not moving in with any more towers. He creating a big wall off here. Should use this villager to get up another tower here. The Knights of Gummibaer fleeing. They should just take down these couple of spearmen and move in again. Just stay under the town center fire for a few seconds maybe to take down villagers. Food please clearly struggling. He has had these 5 idols in the town center for a very long time. Now finally he's picking up to the castle age. Extremely late. He has found the stone over there that he's mining that enabled him to get up these towers and the stone walls. He's walling over there now, trying to wall in Gummibaer, but his knights are already through, and I believe he's still... maybe now he's spotted it, I'm not sure if this is walled now. These villagers are going down. Ooh. I don't think that Food please can go on for much longer like that. If Gummibaer manages to reinforce his army with more knights, I think Food please will be forced to resign eventually. These knights now waiting. If they find the stone mine of Food please, this game could be over, as Food please just falling too far behind. The knights moving in again. Spearmen a bit out of position. Archers not gonna be enough. It looks like Gummibaer has this game. On the water, finally Food please has created a galley, attacking that fishing ships of Gummibaer, but it will take quite some time before it takes them down. Although fishing ships of Gummibaer are idle, so Gummibaer's economy is not as strong as it looks. And Food please now reaches the castle edge, so these towers upgraded to guard tower because he's playing as the Koreans. He has 1,000 stone, so can create many more towers or even a castle. And Gummibaer is building an additional town center, but building it out in the open in the middle of nowhere, this is quite a poor position. Should always at least try to get it up next to a wood line to secure some resources. Fishing ships are going down, but Gummibaer doesn't care at this point. He's not been fishing for a while. Anyway, as he's creating more knights, but not getting through at the moment. So, as another tower of Food please is coming up, this is looking better and better now for Food please. I'm extremely surprised that he was able to hold, but it's looking like a comeback now. These knights of Gummibaer have not been doing anything in the last couple of minutes. Now they could take down this tower and the villagers, because Food Please has forgotten to wall them. Ah, that's quite unfortunate. He's probably focused elsewhere. And he got up this wall, so in the south, Gummibaer is quite surrounded. Gummibaer now housed at 74 population, 75. Food Please should send over these spearmen to attack the knights. And Gummibaer, it looks like he's still struggling for wood. With that wood line being denied now, he's only got this small wood line in the south. 4 idols now being retasked. Still being housed, now rushing up a house and Food Please. Meanwhile, on 50 population, so still 25 population behind. Looking dicey, but he has spent his stone. I wonder where he has placed his castle as the knights are moving in. They have taken down spearmen. Looks like Gummibaer has brought in the knights from the back. Here, Food Please is creating the castle right between his farms and his town center, so a good position, will protect his economies against the knights as this hole is indeed still open. But now with his castle, he should be able to defend his economy. Very good. 3 knights of Gummibaer going down, and Gummibaer needs to move back now, building his own castle. Still ahead by a lot, probably 30 population ahead now. His knights still move in. Maybe I have called the comeback too early, as Gummibaer now looking very far ahead once again. He's created his own galley, but he should be able to take down Food Please's galley, but just moves further. Food Please's fish is now idle as well. Still attacking the fishing ships of Gummibaer. Their players are not really focused on the water. And here knights are going down underneath the town center of Food Please. Food Please down to 41 population. His population is falling. I think Gummibaer just needs to finish him off now. Just send more knights and eventually Food Please will break as he's trying to reboom in the south, but in the north, yeah, his economy has been decimated by the knights. Looking at Gummibaer, 71 population, so 30 population ahead now. He has taken some losses as well. Maybe his ships on the water, or maybe he lost some villagers to these towers that are surrounding his base. As another tower comes up in the north, and this time Food Please has learned from his earlier mistake and starts to wall the tower, so this will be very annoying and difficult for Gummibaer to take down again. And the score is almost even now, so I'm not sure why that is. I think still Gummibaer is quite a lot ahead, but maybe because Food Please has a lot more on the water, but these fishing ships are idle, so Food Please still playing on a very small economy. Gummibaer getting up 2 siege workshops at once. I think he wants to push Food Please's castle maybe, or get through the walls as Gummibaer reaches the Imperial Age. I didn't see that. He must have... Well, his gold mining operations are strong, but maybe with... as he has restarted his fishing for a bit, somehow he got in enough food, or maybe he used the market. Is he creating a trebuchet? 2 trebuchets created for Gummibaer, so this castle of Food Please now in great danger, as Food Please is not on the way up, so I think this could be the game-winning attack of Gummibaer if he just traps down that castle and then moves in with his knights. There's probably nothing that Food Please can do, as Food Please is on 50 population versus 78 of Gummibaer. The castle needs to be repaired, maybe? Or is Food Please just giving it up? No, it seems like he's not worried about losing that castle. Now the repair village is coming in, but probably too late. I think that castle will go down as the third trebuchet of Gummibaer is out. Gummibaer has upgraded to Cavalier. Gummibaer has expanded to the north with an extra town center. So these towers of Food Please will not be enough to deny the economy of Gummibaer any longer. This tower over there, it's quite good, pressuring the wood of Gummibaer, but Gummibaer's main attack just going can move in now on Food Please's economy. Food Please creating an archery range in a very questionable position, will be immediately taken down by the trebuchets again, unless they focus on the town center first. Food Please, it's not on the way up. First town center now going down. Cavalier taking down his war wagon. Of course, Food Please cannot create any more war wagons. His castle went down. Now has enough stone for another castle. Building a town center. He needs to move further back. He cannot reboom here. His trebuchets of Gummibaer will just move in and take it down immediately. We're taking the stone wall. Food Please looks like he forgot about, or didn't. No, he didn't see that town center of Gummibaer. Otherwise, he could send a villager and place another tower behind the wood line to deny Gummibaer's wood, as he is protecting his wood over there with his own tower. And now the Cavaliers are moving in into the economy of Food Please. This game should be over now. Cavalier raids. Food Please has nothing to defend from that. I think this is the game. What a strong performance of Gummibaer. He got ahead early on and he managed to push this lead up until the Imperial Age. Now Food Please clicking up, but in this town center, really, this is a poor decision, as the town center is just trapped down, village is dying, Food Please at 23 population. This game is over. Well played, Gummibaer, and I expect Food Please to resign. Yes, here he goes, has to resign. What a performance by our green player Gummibaer. He was surrounded by these towers and walls of Food Please, but in the center of his economy he was getting ahead. A lot of farms, fishing for a time as well, and just being overall ahead and creating these Cavaliers and trebuchets to finish off Food Please. Now let's tab out and have a look at those achievements. We have Gummibaer killing 87 units. Armies are quite small still, economy wise. Gummibaer ahead, except for the stone. Food Please never reached the Imperial Age and only got up to 50 villagers. In the timeline we can see how Gummibaer was ahead for the entirety of the game, and for a moment it looked like Food Please was recovering, but then Gummibaer reached the Imperial Age and stomped him. So after a very quick and unexpected loss in the first game, Gummibaer convincingly manages to take the second game. With that, I'm tapping out and see you in the next game.